So we picked this bad boy up at Academy, and it's the 2-man ladder stand. It's got a really cool angle on it, which I love. Like Jimmy was saying how cool that is compared to his last one. It's got an angle, so we're just ever so slightly tilted 2 different directions. The assembly is crazy easy. Game Winner, you did a really good job with your directions and setup. We are hyped. The thing feels really sturdy and well made, and the directions were so easy to follow, even us idiots could do it. So yeah, definitely highly recommend this sucker. For the price, it's like super, super awesome.
I'll tell you about the stand real quick here. I had one like it before, but let's just say it's no longer with us. So I bought another one, same brand, pretty much the same thing, but they changed some things about it. It's different this year. I don't know when doesn't really matter, but at some point they, upgraded it. I bought mine like this one like 5 years ago, so I definitely got my use out of it. But so anyway, I really like the packaging to start off with. They put it in the package very well, and the assembly is super smooth, and every step for putting it together, they have all the hardware together and ready to go and labeled in individual bags, like step 1, step 2, and so it's just really easy to find all the hardware and stuff to put it together. It comes solid black. I usually get some like camo spray paint and just kind of break it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be like perfect or anything, but just kind of make it not look so much like a solid defined structure. I like to do that. But anyway, let's talk about some of the things I like and don't like about it versus the old one. So one of the things I really like, let's go over the things I like about it. I like the way they redid this seating. It used to just be solid black. Now it's kind of like a greenish color with black lines through it. I don't know, I just think it looks cooler and just looks better. I like how they angled the seat to where you're kind of like, each of you are kind of angled a certain direction, and the foot pad, that used to just be straight. So that's a pretty cool new feature. Another thing is you got these hooks on the sides now. And that's pretty cool because you're always looking for, usually you're sticking hooks in the trees and stuff, trying to hang stuff. So that's pretty cool, but they got those hooks there. This is kind of a cool feature. If you wanted this is already angled upward, but if you wanted it like higher, you got these little adjustment things that slide back so that you can make it even higher and higher the further you slide it back. Overall, for the money, this thing is really awesome. This one was $139. So for like the quality of it and the assembly and everything, how well it's packaged, it's definitely worth the $139. It's a deal. Things that I don't like about it versus the old one is the old one, this used to fold back to where it's set right on the top of this, like on the back here. This one here, it just kind of goes up, so it'll lean against the tree like that. I kind of like the old one, how it was just a little more like low profiled when it's set on the back here, because it folded, it pivoted. But this is just a solid one, and it like swings back like that. But yeah, it'll lean against the tree, so I don't really necessarily care for that so much. That is how this has got a hook here, and then this side's just a loop, so you have to like, loop it around. You have to loop it, through this and tie it to where it's like, strapped around that. But my old one, I had hooks on both ends, but I might have got hooks and had hooks put on it. I can't remember though. But one thing to make it easier is get those circle eyelid bolts, the bolts with the eyelid on top, and attach it there. That way you can just hook it into the eyelet instead of having to try and hook it through that when you're up in the air. It makes it a lot easier to do. And then another thing to make it a lot easier instead of messing with, because you're not going to obviously carry this whole thing out into the woods assembled with the ladders and stuff. So another thing to make it easier on you, instead of taking the nuts and bolts out there I usually put 2 of the ladder rungs together, 2 of the ladder rungs, I zip tie them together and put a little bit of insulation padding on it, and then just carry it over your shoulder like that. And then I use these here for the other 8 bolts. Instead of taking all the bolts and nuts out there, I use these pins. So, you know, you'll get your ladder together. That way it just makes it super quick and easy when you're out there. But you'll slide your other ladder on, you know, and then put this thing over the holes. And instead of, like, you know, nut and bolting it out there, you just stick the pin through it. You stick the pin through it and then just latch it on. So that makes for quick assembly when you're out there, instead of messing with a bunch of nuts and bolts and dropping stuff in the leaves and losing it. I think I learned that one the hard way.
I bet you did. That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah. But anyway, this is the game winner.
They already saw the picture of the box when this video started.
Okay, cool.
It's the game winner thing. 139 at Academy is where we got it at.
Yep. Anyway, pretty legit.